Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Shopping with George here at Gateway Market. I'm Chef George Formaro. Let's shop. Almost every soup that I make starts with a couple of ingredients here. And we have celery, carrots, and these are the building blocks of basically any soup that you're going to make. Now we're going to use regular, like what we call Spanish onions or red onions, white onions, yellow onions. But I also like to incorporate leeks, which we have over here in green onions. So right here we have celery, which actually there are a few things that you can really tell the difference in with organic vegetables. A lot of them taste, you feel good when you buy an organic vegetable, right? But some things just taste completely different and better. Organic celery is one of those things that absolutely just tastes better than regular celery. So it definitely would, it's not a throwaway ingredient, it's not a gimme ingredient, it's a very flavorful ingredient. I think you'll love it. Carrots is another thing. Leeks are another option for adding to the soup in place of a regular onion. I like the flavor that they offer. Also green onions is another onion flavor that I really love to add to soups. So these here are basic ingredients, and then you can take a lot of the other stuff here. You can make an easy broccoli soup, so you have your mirepoix, add a stock, add the broccoli, thicken with cream, almond milk if you're vegetarian or vegan, a little vegetarian stock, and when we have a quick, easy soup, really you can make that in about 20 minutes. And again, we start with that base, and then you have all of these other ingredients here that we can incorporate into a soup. So I think most chefs would agree that a few things are really great in cans, and beans, all of the hard work is done for you. And the thing I love about beans is you can make a quick, healthy vegetarian chili here, and it's this simple. Grab some of our mirepoix that we talked about earlier, carrot, celery, onion. Then we're gonna grab your favorite beans here. Look at different textures, different colors. We have black beans here, cannellini beans here. I really love the flavor and the texture of our garbanzo bean, but really whatever kinds of beans you like. And of course we have the traditional pinto bean, always is great in chili. And one of my favorite ingredients to add to vegetarian chili is I love the texture and flavor of hominy. We can add that. Another important thing is to add, when you're talking about vegetarian chili and you want it to be a little bit more flavorful, and you really have to get there with things like, probably one of my favorite ingredients on earth is the Lola's hot sauce. I love this stuff. It's a great way to spice up, finish the chili with. You can add a little bit of chipotle. We have hatch green chilies. The thing about these is that really the chipotle adds a nice smokiness, almost as if you were to add bacon, but of course we're staying vegetarian, so we're going to add these ingredients, and a little bit of fire roasted tomato gives us another flavor, or a little tomato sauce, or fresh tomato, whatever you have. So when you're cooking, it's always fun to have like flavors that maybe people aren't that familiar with, and one of my secret weapons in the spice aisle is the za'atar spice. Za'atar spice is a Middle Eastern spice. It has sesame seeds, coriander, cumin, a little sumac in there. It's a really unique flavor. I love it with things like squash, sweet potatoes. It mixes well with yogurt, so if you're gonna put a marinade of chicken and yogurt and what other vegetables, sprinkle this za'atar spice on as you finish, and you're gonna get people asking you, what's that secret ingredient? You can either share with them or keep it a secret. This is one of my favorites, za'atar spice, love it. So when you're making soup, you have a few choices here. You have broth based, tomato based, you just the stock, or cream based. Now when I talk about a cream based soup, I really have a lot of options here. You first need to decide how much fat or how much flavor you want. You start at the top of the list, and it's always, for me, heavy whipping cream. It's the recipes we use in all of my restaurants. They all start with a heavy cream base. You can go on down from there. You have half and half, glass bottle of whole milk. Who doesn't love the memory of a glass bottle? My new favorite sort of non-dairy milk is the oat milk. Now oat milk to me has the most neutral flavor. I love the way it adds to my coffee, just to add to cereal. But in the soup, I love that. You just thicken all of these, whether you're cream, milk, or oat milk, you're gonna thicken those with cornstarch and water, mix that up. You have your stock to a boil, thicken that up, and you're ready to go. Love this stuff. Possibly the most important ingredients to have in your pantry are the bases. Now, I like to have all of my bases covered with a base. And when I talk about base, we're talking about chicken base, beef base, and a vegetable base, or broth. So really, you just take these here, you add a little bit of water, and you can use that as a base for your chili for the beef. You know, you have your vegetarian, which I like to just sometimes make. Say I have a lot of vegetarians in my life, and being able to throw together a vegetarian soup or sauce, I like to have this around. And then just the regular, you know, chicken broth for quick impromptu chicken noodle. You have your rotisserie chicken leftovers, you have a little bit of this, you take your celery, your carrot, your onion or leek, a little bit of this, your leftover rotisserie chicken and some noodles, and you have a really quick 20-minute dinner. These are absolutely a must. Okay, so if there's one thing that I always have very close to me in my possession, or in my house, or in my car, it's the Big Sky granola. I love this stuff. I am never without it. I am the biggest supporter of this. So another thing that I absolutely have to have, if you have not tried the Big Sky granola, this is an absolute must buy. Well, thank you for joining me here at Gateway Market for Shopping with George, and tune in next time and see what we're going to find.